Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Johnson, Antler's partner in Vietnam. We're coming to you from Ho Chi Minh City, where we're based, and to all our founders, partners, and investors globally, a warm welcome to Antler Vietnam's first ever Demo Day. If this is your first time meeting Antler, we are a global early stage venture capital firm that enables and invests in the world's most exceptional people, building the defining companies of tomorrow. Antler does indeed have a global footprint, currently active in 23 major startup ecosystems across 5 continents. Since launching in our headquarters in Singapore in 2018, we have invested in more than 500 companies in over 30 industries globally. If you're new to Vietnam as a Southeast Asian powerhouse, you need to catch up quickly. Vietnam has been one of the 5 fastest growing countries in the world over the past 30 years, beating its neighbors Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines hands down. Whilst most economies recorded recessionary statistics during COVID-19, Vietnam's GDP grew 2.9% and 2.6% in 2020 and 2021 respectively. Looking forward, whilst the World Bank is predicting the US, Eurozone, China, and Japan to shrink in 2022, they expect Vietnam to have a GDP growth rate this year of 5.5%. Vietnam is not only a bright shining light in an otherwise uncertain global economy, it is also truly a technology rocket ship on an interstellar trajectory. Entrepreneurship runs deep in Vietnamese culture, and Vietnam's long history has shaped its people into amazing, innovative, resilient, forward-thinking, and optimistic people. These traits make brilliant entrepreneurs, and no one is better positioned than us at Antler to identify them early and help these entrepreneurs on their path to build future global tech companies. In a moment, you'll hear from the first founders in our very first cohort here in Vietnam. Keep in mind that most of these companies are only a few months old, and if you look at what they've been able to achieve in such a short amount of time, the future is truly exciting. After each pitch, please click on the Get in Touch button for the company you would like to connect with. You can provide feedback, express your interest in investing, collaborating, or becoming their next customer. Without further ado, please enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Rod, and together with my co-founder Radnish, we're building Wlex, Vietnam's first on-demand warehousing platform. Imagine for a second, what if businesses could have the flexibility and agility to quickly set up, expand, and downsize their network capacity? Before I jump into that, let me introduce you to the team that's bringing that scenario into reality. Radnish is a seasoned business leader with experience in trading companies and retail in Vietnam. Myself, I'm a supply chain expert with experience in management consultant and B2B tech sales. Along with us, we have Lan with extensive background in logistics, and Praveen is a full stack developer that's taking our product to the next level. The problem we're addressing is, in Vietnam, traditional warehousing is still the norm, but businesses need to constantly adapt their supply chain to the market conditions. Some of the pains include a highly fragmented warehouse market across multiple providers and a lack of reliable information. Customers have a limited alternative for flexible warehouse arrangement and the low digitization of the overall customer experience. With that in mind, we decided to build Wlex, an on-demand warehousing platform. How does it work? First, it's a B2B marketplace that facilitates the warehouse booking between businesses and providers. Second is a business network to provide additional services such as insurance, credit line, and other logistics services. And last but not least is a SaaS supply chain tool to support both sides to optimize their ongoing operation. Last June, we launched the first version of our platform, the marketplace in desktop and mobile version, where we are able to list a curated list of warehouses across Vietnam. As we're growing our listing, we will be expanding the key features in a phased approach to increase stickiness and our value added. In terms of target markets, our focus is the mid-size and small businesses, covering clients such as trading companies, manufacturers, and omni-channel retailers. On the supply side, we list different types of warehouse, from open yards, general warehouse, cold storage, and e-commerce fulfillment centers. Taking in consideration we would take only 5% of the warehouse markets, it would still represent $1.2 billion in Vietnam only. In terms of tractions, we set two groups of key metrics. First, the number of individual warehouse profiles and the corresponding number of square meters and pallet positions, which we achieve our target of 100 plus individual profiles and more than 1 million square meters. Second, as we launched our marketplace, our focus starts to gradually shift towards the warehouse booking. So far, we got 51 transactions related to 279,000 US dollars in GMV across different industries. Moving forward, the average take rate will be over 5% from the present 2.6%, and eventually it's go higher than 10% from January 2024 onwards, as we progress with our product development and embedded services. There is no direct competitor in Vietnam, and this is already a successful business model in different markets. As examples, Flexi in the US has recently reached the status of a unicorn, and Wlex in Indonesia has been raising more than $100 million in the past 1 year from VCs like SoftBank. Yes, we are raising to achieve our next milestone of $1 million in revenue in the next 1 year. If you're interested in Wlex, please get in touch with us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jason, the CEO of Superhatch. Together with Christopher, our CTO, we co-founded Superhatch with the purpose of providing investors with principal-protected exposure to crypto markets. Currently, for traditional investors new to crypto, there's a lack of safe and directional investment products. These investors often suffer from FOMO, fear of missing out on bullish gains, and also fear of losing money when the market turns volatile and bearish. Our solution is an investment platform for crypto-structured products designed for TradeFi crossover investors. Some of our key features of our product include principal protection, which is our USP, directional exposure achieved via embedded options, fixed interest payouts via coupon payments, and also fractional ownership represented by NFTs. We launched our MVP in April this year. It is a Bitcoin underlying product, 1 month tenor paying a total coupon of 1%, 100% principal protected. Fractional ownership is achieved via NFTs. They are minted on the Polygon blockchain, and it's also tradable on OpenSea. To date, we have completed more than 100,000 notional value of structured products with hundreds on our waiting list. Our first 4 products had a total return of 116%. This is an outperformance of the S&P crypto index by 66%. The S&P's crypto index for the same period was down 50% with a maximum drawdown of 63%. Structured products are still nascent in crypto markets. Option volume makes up only 25% of TradeFi markets, whereas in the crypto markets, it is only 2%. Structured products' global asset value right now is in excess of $7 trillion. Right now, in crypto markets, it is a fraction of that. The global crypto market is poised to grow to $32 trillion by 2027 at a CAGR of 58%. According to Bloomberg, the global asset value of TradeFi structured products is in excess of $7 trillion. Let's assume 1% crosses over to crypto, according to leading asset managers' recommendation for portfolio allocation. At Superhatch, we want to capture 1% of that, representing a sum of $700 million US. Our business model is built around fees, structuring fees on new issuances, performance fees on options that go in the money, transaction fees for secondary marketplace, NFT marketplace, and also a spread on token swap service. We plan to combine the best of CeFi and DeFi, launching a DeFi protocol with CeFi elements. On the CeFi side, there's trade execution and risk oversight. There'll be a familiar user experience and also familiar support channels. On the DeFi side, there'll be self-custody of assets, on-chain product management, and also protocol governance. We are raising our seed funding right now. The app development starts in Q1 of 2023. Our protocol will go live in Q3 of 2023, targeting a TVR of 100 million by the end of 2024. Chris and I come from traditional finance background with experience gained in investment banks. I was previously an FX structurer and also a portfolio manager for an investment fund. Chris used to work for Goldman Sachs as a technology engineer and also as an analyst for Glencore. Please reach out to us. We would like to share more about our project with you in details. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Viet, COO and co-founding team member of Carri, an on-demand car care platform that aims to solve the problem in both the demand and supply side of the car care industry. Let's talk about the problem on the demand side with people who want car care. Servicing your cars here in Vietnam can be a cumbersome and dreaded process, especially for the rising middle class who's buying more cars and driving their own cars. These customers hate wasting their time with long queue at the garage, while the commute to the garage or anywhere inside big cities in Vietnam is never a pleasant experience. Customers are also exposed to the risk of car scratches and damage on the road, as well as fraud risk at the garage. On the other hand, on the supply side, it's common for workers in the car care industry to have low pay and long work hours. The need for new car care technicians grows every year, but it's hard to find standardized training for entry level to enter the space. Lastly, working for a garage, of course, limits the access to customers by the garage locations. And this is where Carri comes in. With Carri, instead of you coming to the garage for car care, we bring car care to you, to your doorstep. Just like booking a Grab order or Uber order, when you book a car care order online, our technician will come to you, even when you are at home or in your office, and will perform services like car wash, detailing services, and oil change on site. Our car care products are packaged completely into a backpack that fits nicely on the back of a scooter, enabling the mobility of our service. All of our technicians go through our standard training and certification program to ensure consistent quality with a pathway to become shop owner under Carri franchise in 2 years. To be a bit more specific, our main product in the early stage is water-saving car wash and detailing services enabled by nanotechnology. We make sure our approach is not only optimal for car care, but also sustainable for the long-term future of the environment, using only 2 to 5 liters of waters and saves more than 100 liters of water per wash. This nanotech car detailing method has been proven and widely used in other developed markets such as US, Europe, and Korea. In terms of market size, we're looking at the 20 billion auto servicing aftermarket in Southeast Asia with focus on on-demand services. Our SOM is $300 million with target initial markets of Vietnam and Indonesia. As for traction, since our pre-seed investment and relaunch of Carri mobile app earlier this year, we were able to open operations in now both Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi City, growing the team to 25 technicians, reaching 1,200 MAU with 3,000 cars registered on the platform. We were also able to secure 10 B2B strategic partnerships, including a leading car marketplace here in Vietnam. Looking into the future, we aim to roll out car inspection services, car insurance products, and expand to Da Nang in Q4 this year. And eventually, we'll launch our Indonesia operations in 2023. Last but not least, we are a team combining both local knowledge and entrepreneurial experience, advised by prominent startup advisors and accelerators such as Antler, F10, and Block 71 Southeast Asia. For further inquiries, please reach out to us via our contact information below. Thank you.
Hi, I am GP, co-founder Ecommerce. We enable brands and SMEs to run their e-commerce businesses easily and more efficiently with one single tool. In the past 2 years, pandemic has turned almost every retailer into online retailer. Online stores have been doubled up in the same duration. And we also see Vietnam is on exponential growth in e-commerce space within the fastest growing region. Now, we all know any growth story is not without challenges. And the biggest challenge in Southeast Asia is lack of intelligence and automation tools available for e-commerce sellers. Now, to beat the competition, sellers must have visibility to the competition. To make their product discoverable to potential customers, they need to have efficient keyword planning tool. And also to create hundreds of listings and optimize it in the store, they need automation tool. To match the competition pricing also, they need to know when competition is changing the prices. All the pain points which I have just mentioned, I have myself first-hand experienced as an online seller. And also working with Lazada, I have seen many of these sellers, they were not able to pace up with the market growth. Now, to solve this business issue, I was fortunate enough to meet my fellow co-founders, Raghav, who is serial entrepreneur and technology leader, Tuan, who is also an entrepreneur, having a vast experience in retail and distribution. We have also onboarded subject matter experts and industry leaders to help us build this platform. Introducing Ecommerce, wherein brands and SMEs can create winning e-commerce strategies. Now, whether they are selling on marketplaces or direct to consumer or social channels, they will get instant access to the intelligence to take informed decision and automation to uncomplicate the business operations. Vietnam is our first market, wherein in past couple of months, we have spoken to hundreds of SMEs and brands understanding their problems and the issues in this space. While collecting all these insights, we are launching first SaaS company in Vietnam offering intelligence and automation to support e-commerce sellers at every stage of their business operation. Our journey so far, we have built a beta product and engaged many potential customers. 400 sellers have signed up on our platform and 50 paying customers we have so far. By end of this year, we are aiming to acquire 1,000 SMEs and 50 big brands. Now, this business is a proven model globally, and Southeast Asia is just catching up the trend. Jungle Scout, based in US, they raised 110 million last year. Profitero raised 50 million so far and have been acquired by Publicis Media recently. Looking at Southeast Asia, Split Dragon is relatively a very new player. And Ecommerce IQ, they're offering market insights as an additional service to their clients. Now, we all know that number of players are not enough in this market to serve such a big market. The size of opportunity is massive and immediate too. Looking at the market opportunity, we are aiming to acquire 15% of addressable market, which is equivalent to 216,000 sellers. Considering $24 and monthly revenue, we are targeting 126 million annual revenue by 2025. We are raising funds at the seed stage today. If you are a strategic investor and want to be part of this massive opportunity, please join us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nhật from ACT, a Vietnam-based residential management platform. Tenant management is not difficult, but to keep it high quality over time is very stressful and expensive. So we serve the tenant to solve 3 pain points for them: financial, mental, and legal. We build a proprietary platform that integrates with service suppliers, and it helps to automate operation process to deliver 3 values: low cost, high tech, and stress-free to the landlord. We call it the Newton platform. With the Newton platform, we have the database from day one. With the backend and frontend, we connect with super app in Vietnam like Zalo, Momo, Tiki. The payment process is one of the most innovative features that we have built. Every month, we need to generate hundreds of bills sent through Zalo and email to the tenant. They will use the mobile banking app, scan the QR code to pay for us. The robotic module will read it and scan the receipt to confirm the payment to the tenants. So all the flow, all the steps is 70% automated. With our trusted database, we connect with Tiki, one of the biggest e-commerce platforms in Vietnam. Why now? Because after COVID, digital transformation is a must. Everyone now knows how to use mobile app to interact and contact with the landlord. The leasing market suffer a lot from the COVID, so they need a new and low-cost solution. Even Vietnam is ambitious toward digitalization by 2030. For the competitive landscape, we target in medium tier, and we are a technology-driven company, so it's very different from the most traditional property management in the market. For the market size, the total addressable market is more than $1 billion USD for property management market in Vietnam. We serve 1/3 of them is the medium tier. And for 5 years, we will obtain 20% is 70 million USD. Why a city? Because I have 5 years experience to build SaaS property management software in Vietnam, trained for 70 condo buildings, 300 staff, and earn an award for Smart City platform in 2019. So with experienced team and technology know-how, we are confident to deliver the best living experience to the tenant. The business model is very simple. We charge 5% revenue and 60% commission fee for vacant room. Product roadmap: in next 2 years, we will deliver the Newton platform and deliver web apps for landlords, staff, and tenants. Next year, when we have thousands of tenants under our management, we will launch mobile app and with the features to serve the community like C2C marketplace and community group buying. We grew 300% over the past 6 months. It means 24% month over month, and we will keep growing that until the end of the year and for next year. So here is our founding team. I'm Nhật Lê, CEO, Tuấn, CTO, and Steven is CMO. We all met at Antler, Vietnam. And our advisors and angel investors is Winnie Khu, Lê Nhật Quang, and Darius. In 6 months, we achieved many prizes in Vietnam and outside Vietnam, and also we appear in many presses. We are raising a seed round to transform city in Southeast Asia to become a sustainable smart city to bring the most secure, safe, and convenient living experience to all residents. So if you believe in our story, please contact us so that we can discuss more about our journey. Thank you.
Hi, we are Inflow, and we make fashion manufacturing super easy and effective for global brands by providing end-to-end support from designing to delivery. Do you know Shein, an online fashion giant, just reached 100 billion valuation thanks to its perfect production scenario, where a company can quickly onboard a lot of new style, fast manufacturing, and smart inventory. Imagine Shein's supply chain power now available to every brand around the world through Inflow. Apparel brands spend $1.5 trillion today managing their supply chain. And these activities happen mostly in these top manufacturing countries. And that's where we're from. Vietnam's global share of ready-made garments stood at 6.4%. We are top 3 in the world for ready-made garment export and number 2 in the world in footwear export. But the problem is the supply chain management is still outdated. With supplier and buyer, it's really struggle to find the right match with reliability, high quality production, and traceability. Especially, D2C and SME brands are struggling. They constantly facing the problem of minimum order limitation, lead to big inventory, and limit their possibility to test the market before producing big order. Secondly, finding the right supplier is very painful for them. The average sourcing time takes them 3 weeks to find the right one. They have to face with very scattered supply chain, manage everything from design, sample to production with limited resource. And the lack of transparency leads to delayed production timing and failed production outcome. That's why we exist. We make manufacturing fast, simple, and reliable by connecting demand directly to production, powered by tech and product development support. How do we do that? We reduce sourcing time 10 times faster. Brands just simply submit the request to us and they get quotation within 48 hours. The sample development timing reduced 50% and the production lead time cut from 120 days to 45 days. Thanks to our forecast-driven design catalog, give the brand ready design and technical back. We develop an end-to-end supply chain management tool where brand can experience 90% less follow-up required. And finally, with our flexible MOQ offer and dynamic manufacturing network, the brand can be extremely flexible in managing their inventory. Our model has been proven to work in all the top manufacturing countries, and now it's time for Inflow to leverage Vietnam production capacity and achieve a rapid growth. We target the market of over 20,000 direct-to-consumer brands and more than $700 billion of e-commerce fashion markets. We run the consumer pilot even before our tech platform launch, and we have achieved a strong validation locally and regionally with 50% month-over-month growth in GMV. We figure out there's a huge need in the market, and our number proves that. Through the conversation with the brand, 100% of them send inquiry and 70% of them become our customer. If you are looking for the team who has a strong experience in the markets and a passion to solve the problem, we are the team. We on the journey of disrupt a traditional fashion supply chain, and we love for you to be a part of that journey. Thank you.
Hey, this is Pavel, the founder and CEO of Tribe, a platform helping frontline workers perform better and earn more. Vietnam and Southeast Asia are my home. I've been here for the last 10 years, first designing the employee benefit programs for over 3 million factory workers, and then building and implementing employee tech solutions for multinational clients. Virtually every company now is looking for ways to shift to pay for performance structures. The gig economy is growing 30% every year, and the pandemic has encouraged all the employees to look for more autonomy and more control over their income and their career. So this is impacting every industry, and all companies must adapt. No surprise if I say that every worker comes to work to earn more. But employers won't pay more if there is no increase in productivity. And most of employees get stuck because they lack the clear guidance of what's expected from them, how to achieve, and they don't get instant rewards to motivate their further improvement. And there's no tools to bridge this gap, which result in over 150 million of unproductive and unmotivated workers in Southeast Asia alone. But that's where we come in. Tribe helps to bridge this gap by combining solutions in performance management, incentives gamification, communication tools, and it works. But don't take my word for it. Our customers have plenty to say. Zui, for example, is the store manager in a Boo fashion store in Hanoi. He told us that thanks to Tribe, now his teams can capture sales more quickly, and they are more motivated and more proactive to achieve their targets. We talk to our customers and our users daily. With their feedback, we develop new solutions that help their business to grow, and our business grow with them. Tribe is industry agnostic. Right now we focus on retail, and we will serve other industries with large sales teams, and then manufacturing and service industries next. That is over 55 million of workers we can serve in Southeast Asia only. Our lean and agile team is adapting to the changing environment quickly and finding new ways to grow our user base. We started as an employee engagement and reward solution, but we decided to pivot to sales enablement because that's where we saw a bigger opportunity to be relevant to the top priorities of the Asian businesses. Instantly after that, we signed the largest shoe retailer in Vietnam, who's working with us now for more than a year. When the COVID lockdown happened, we had to adapt again because our retail clients could not operate. So we created solutions to support online sales, and with that, we signed one of the largest beer companies in Vietnam. In just 2 weeks, they managed to generate over $40,000 of additional GMV using Tribe. After lockdown ended, we continued signing the new retail clients and proving our impact on the results. One of the surveys conducted by our customer last month showed that 92% of their employees confirmed that Tribe helps them to sell more. We built a strong foundation for growth, and we are planning to reach over 500,000 users in the next 2 years. We are inspired by the global players in the space who are nearing the unicorn status, but we are determined to capture the opportunity and become Asia's #1. So if you want to join us to redefine the financial inclusion and help businesses to grow by helping their employees to earn more, let's connect.
I am Rebecca, presenting to you the BitVision crypto accounting solution. For the benefit of instant transactions at low costs, more and more businesses are going to adopt cryptocurrencies. But how will they manage their books? Nowadays, crypto accounting is done inadequately due to a lack of tools to get off the manual handling in spreadsheets, mitigate compliance risks, and be well equipped with financial reports. Often, accounting is neglected to the last minute. Happy Store operates on 3 blockchains, uses Binance, and does its traditional accounting in Xero. BitVision helps Happy Store to collect the transactions from the different sources and integrates the data into Xero. Automated, accurate, and easy. And the dashboard allows Happy Store to get a quick overview of all crypto operations and run management reports anytime. Our initial clients are well-funded Web3 startups, just like Happy Store, that hold crypto assets and make at least 50 transactions per month. Then we expand to accountants with crypto clients and traditional companies that adopted cryptocurrencies. We start out with a global focus and a generic solution to get traction with direct product-led sales. First focusing on Singapore and Switzerland due to their favorable regulatory landscape. According to research, by 2027, we're looking at a TAM of 700,000 clients, a SAM of 200,000 clients, and achieving a 7% market share, resulting in a sum of $67 million in ARR. Our business model is a B2B SaaS subscription, and most of our clients will fall into the specialized or higher category to benefit from the automated asset classification feature, which is one of BitVision's main differentiators, meaning automated compliance with regulations. None of our competitors focuses on this. Instead, they rely on local partner accountants and lawyers to reach compliance. We, however, do this with 2 product components: the automated asset classification for the various tokens and a regulatory framework that applies to the client's branch and sector. Plus, we save the client legal expenses, which will convince Happy Store and others to choose BitVision. With this particular product architecture, we have a clear competitive advantage that is hard to copy. Currently, we serve 3 active clients, established a partnership with a traditional accounting firm, have 12 clients on our beta user list, and there's a potential pilot with a merchant chain in discussion. Our short-term roadmap includes enhancing the MVP in Q3, adding important basic features in Q4, and next year will be dedicated to differentiating features and integrating with more sources. We are raising a bridge round in September of $200,000 to finance 4 important milestones: polishing the MVP, implementing the asset classification for Singapore, onboarding of 25 clients, and getting to an ARR of $120,000. At the heart of BitVision is the team, which is Viet, our full-stack engineer who has the technical lead, and me, a Swiss accountant. We've shown that we can make a lot of progress with minimal resources, and we will continue being extremely productive and cash efficient. We are looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
And that's a wrap to another successful demo day. It's been truly amazing working with these founders, and I'm so excited to watch them further grow. We recently concluded the first phase of our second cohort here in Vietnam, and will in just a few months do this all over again, showcasing the latest batch of new startups we've brought into the Vietnamese ecosystem. We are shortly also opening applications for our third cohort here in Vietnam. If you're interested in joining our platform to build defining companies of tomorrow, please visit our website, www.antler.co, where you can see the timing of all other Antler programs, both regionally and globally. If you would like to know more about our funds or partner with us, feel free to reach out to vietnam@antler.co. From all of us at Antler, thank you for watching and see you soon.